Baby SAJA is one of the most eye-catching characters in K-pop, demon hunters, whether it's because of his personality or his looks, which make people not see him as dangerous at all. But did you know there are details about him that could completely change the way we see his story? Who is he? He's one of the most underestimated members of the SAJA boys. At first glance, he doesn't seem dangerous, despite being literally a demon. The Huntrix crew pretty much leaves him in the background, maybe because he doesn't talk much and always has that cute baby face that looks like it belongs in a diaper commercial. But don't be fooled. When he wants to provoke or mock someone, he does it like no one else. Maybe all that sweetness is just a facade, a disguise to hide who he really is. In all of his appearances, Baby was always wearing some kind of childlike accessory. In fact, in an interview, the director revealed that he almost became Zoe's love interest, an idea that got dropped real quick. In other words, even the production doesn't seem to take him all that seriously. But what if that's part of the plan? What if, behind that harmless image, there's a power that could turn the whole story upside down? Maybe Baby SAJA isn't so baby after all. Today, we're going to uncover every detail about Baby SAJA that could change everything in K-pop. Demon Hunters! So come along with us for another deep dive. His story. Just like the others in the group, Baby SAJA was once human before making a pact with Guima in exchange for fame and success. At least, that's what the theories suggest, especially that well-known one involving the photo in Dr. Han's office. If you look closely, way in the back, there he is, almost unnoticed. The strange thing is, the movie pretty much reveals nothing about his background. We don't know anything about his family, his childhood, or what really keeps him bound to this world. In Jinu's case, for example, the story is clear. He left his mother and sister struggling so he could chase fame and fortune. But Baby SAJA? What could have happened to him before he entered this universe? His behavior drops clues that seem harmless, but could be hiding something bigger. Once, when receiving a gift from a fan, he showed a surprised expression, and seconds later, just tossed the gift aside with that bored look only someone who's seen and lived through everything could pull off. This raises the question, does he actually dislike fame? But if he doesn't like it, why would he trade his soul specifically for fame and success? Or maybe he never made the pact for himself. What if the pact was just a way to follow someone dear to him? Possibly even his own brother, keeping an oddly cold relationship with fame and stardom without getting emotionally involved. Even in interviews, Baby SAJA seems disconnected from the world around him. A clear example is when the SAJA boys were on a cooking challenge show to see who could handle drinking hot sauce. The winner? Baby, of course. And his reaction? Pure mockery, zero celebration, like he had already done this kind of thing 1,000 times before breakfast. Every gesture he makes suggests there's way more behind that childlike bored facade, and that maybe Baby SAJA is much more experienced, intelligent, and dangerous than anyone thinks. Did he survive? One of the most intriguing questions when it comes to Baby SAJA is, did he survive the battle against the Huntrix or not? Because toward the end, we see Mystery being taken out by Zoe, Abby getting sealed by Mira, but Baby? Nothing. No scene, no line, not even a dramatic close-up. Same goes for Romance. As a result, many fans started believing they weren't destroyed and could show up again in a possible sequel. This theory actually makes sense. There's no proof that Baby was defeated, and no deleted scene confirms it. The strange thing is, why wasn't he eliminated early on? Like so many others, maybe the Huntrix thought he wasn't all that dangerous because of that childish demeanor and that face that rarely shows any emotion beyond sarcasm. It's like underestimating a cute kitten that's secretly planning to knock over the most expensive vase in your house. Before we move on to the detail about Baby SAJA that changes everything, drop a comment down below. Surprise! Ancient child. In many mythologies, the image of a child symbolizes purity, innocence, and renewal. In Korean mythology, this image is also preserved, but with a curious twist. There's the figure of the dongja, children or young boys portrayed as spirits or celestial beings. These figures, often tied to Buddhist temples and sacred mountains, are not just icons of purity, but also divine guardians and messengers, serving gods and high-ranking spiritual entities. In other words, behind the innocent face lies power and responsibility. Now, imagine if baby Saja fit into this archetype, but in a twisted way. What if he wasn't actually a young boy, but an elder trapped in the body of a child by Guima's doing? That changes everything. His bored expression after winning the hot sauce challenge would no longer be just arrogance. It would be the millennia-old weariness in the eyes of someone who's lived long enough to find everything repetitive. The cruelest part of this theory is imagining he could have been like this for centuries. If Jinu, for instance, has been stuck in this state for 400 years, imagine baby Saja being even older. Centuries with the same appearance, the same routine, the same voices in his head, without aging, without changing, without having new experiences. In that scenario, each day would be just another repetition, like watching the same episode of your favorite show for the 1000th time until it loses all its charm. This prison in a child's body could explain everything. His constant silence, his rare displays of emotion, the distant air, and that way of mocking without enthusiasm. Deep down, maybe he doesn't laugh because he's already seen and lived through such extreme situations that nothing surprises him anymore. And maybe that is his greatest curse. Not the childlike physical form, but the burden of carrying the mind of an elder within it. And if that's the case, baby Saja isn't just a curious member of the crew, he's a survivor of something much bigger, someone who holds secrets from centuries past, and who could have a crucial role in the future of the story if he finally decides to act. The most dangerous. In K-pop, demon hunters. It seems like nobody really takes baby Saja seriously. And it's not just an impression. Even within his own group, he's one of the least talked about. There's one scene that reveals this pretty clearly. On the Hunters Investigation Board, where Rumi, Zoe, and Mira analyze the Saja boys, all the members have clear, well-placed photos, except baby Saja, who's stuck way at the bottom near the trash area. It's hard not to see that as a sign they don't consider him truly dangerous. But what if that's exactly Guima's plan? This theory gets stronger in another scene. When the Saja boys go on stage to perform Your Idol, baby Saja takes the mic to rap, which is apparently his specialty in the band. And that's when something strange happens. Guima's flames visibly grow stronger and more intense, as if he's receiving energy directly from that moment. This could mean baby Saja is actually one of the villain's favorites, maybe even his official channeler. If that connection is real, baby Saja's absence at the end of the movie takes on a whole new meaning. Instead of being defeated, he may have simply vanished because he's being prepared for something far bigger, serving as the physical vessel for Guima. So far, the villain has never appeared in physical form, but nothing stops him from possessing an existing body to finally take action in the real world. And if that body belongs to baby Saja, things could spiral completely out of control. Just imagine the impact. One of the most underestimated characters, always seen as the harmless mascot, turning out to be the host of the very demon everyone's trying to defeat. That wouldn't just flip the game. It would put Rumi and her team face to face with the most dangerous enemy they've ever encountered. Incomplete demon. But hold on, there's another theory that could change everything. Have you ever noticed that baby Saja is the only member of the Saja boys who has human pupils? Many fans have spotted this detail in several scenes. While the others have darker, more demonic eyes, he's the only one who keeps that more human feature. It may seem like a small thing, but it could actually be a major clue. According to Korean mythology, when someone very young can't be fully corrupted by evil forces, they end up stuck between two worlds, becoming half human, half demon. This condition prevents them from fully transforming and, at the same time, gives them unique abilities. So, could this be why baby Saja might be Guima's secret weapon? Now think about this. What if he disappeared because he couldn't be killed by the Huntrix's weapons? After all, those weapons were created specifically to destroy demons. If he's half human, they might not have the necessary effect. In that case, to defeat someone like baby Saja, you'd need something far more powerful and sophisticated. Maybe this detail is exactly the hook for a K-pop Demon Hunters sequel, where the truth about his real nature would finally be revealed. And if it's true, that means the most underestimated character of all could actually be the key to the future. or to the complete downfall of the entire plot? Hero or villain? With everything we've seen so far, the big question is, what will Baby Saja's true fate be? Could he become an unlikely hero, using his abilities to save the group and turn the game in the hero's favor? Or is he destined to be the centerpiece of Guima's twisted plan, turning into the most dangerous and unpredictable villain in the franchise? Right now, nothing is certain, and every single move he makes, every bored glance or sarcastic smirk, could be hiding clues about what's coming next. That answer, of course, will only come with a K-pop Demon Hunters sequel. And if Netflix has anything to say about it, maybe we won't have to wait too long. The first film was a massive hit, winning over fans around the world and proving there's demand to explore this universe further. A second installment feels almost inevitable, not to mention the possibility of a spin-off series that could dive not only into Baby Saja's secrets, but also his origin, his motivations, and perhaps the true extent of his powers. In the meantime, fans are left to theorize. Every detail, from his human pupils to his bored reactions to challenges, could be a piece of this puzzle. Is he being shaped to become Guima's physical vessel? Or is there a chance for redemption? A moment where he uses his intellect to turn the game against the villain himself? What we do know is that Baby Saja is much more than he appears. An underestimated character, sidelined by others, who might just carry the darkest and most fascinating secret in the entire K-pop Demon Hunters universe. At the end of the day, Baby Saja remains one of the most mysterious and underestimated characters in K-pop, Demon Hunters. Between bored stares, hidden powers, and theories that defy logic, he proves that not everything is what it seems. If you're a fan of animated worlds, we've got 2 really great videos you're going to love. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.